Thank you very much for having the interview. We're looking to raise from the IPO 1.8 billion Egyptian pounds, of which 250 million will be a primary raise that will go into a capital increase. The use of those proceeds will be to continuously invest, as we have done in the past, in acquiring new assets. Our focus currently is on commercial assets, office assets, and we are currently looking at around 7 potential pipeline opportunities, of which we'll be closing in on those that we see most relevant in the near term. We're going to be looking to fund that from the proceeds of the IPO, the 250 million I mentioned, in addition to the cash flows generated from our business, the rental business, in addition to bank financing once the interest rates go back to normality. We're currently studying assets in the Tagammu area. And these are assets, they're core plus assets. They are fully built and finished and rented currently to multinational tenants. So we're studying those potential acquisitions, and we'll decide on how many of them will close in the medium term. Definitely. We had Bonyan. We acquired the Bonyan company back in mid-2018. It was owned by an Egyptian private equity. They owned a single asset, Zinopolis, which was an asset that I've always admired ever since it was built back in 2008 when it was built. However, unfortunately, because of what had happened in Egypt at the time, the revolutions and so forth, it wasn't an operating asset. However, it was an asset that was purpose-built, and it was a very unique asset. So when the opportunity came about for us to acquire Zinopolis, we did so, and we refurbished the asset and converted it and rebranded it into Walk of Cairo, which I'm sure you're familiar with today, which is on the northern border of Sheikh Zayed. But since the acquisition, the plan was never to have a single asset. The plan was always to create a real estate investment company in order to change the way we invest in real estate. And conventional investing in Egypt has been in real estate, which has been the primary asset class for all investors to invest in, has been in physical assets. However, globally, the way investors invest in real estate is through a paper format, which is through companies similar to Bonyan. So our plan was to replicate that model in Egypt. And what we did was in 2018, when we acquired Zinopolis, we rebranded, as I'd mentioned. 2020, we launched the project. Unfortunately, at the time, there was COVID. And we took a very contrarian view on COVID, that we saw that COVID was not here to stay and that people will continue to work from the office, and the work from home would be a fad that won't continue indefinitely. And at that point in time, we started looking for opportunities, and we acquired 6 assets in 2022, 6 core assets, office buildings, and we continued on the same strategy. Since then, we added another 3 assets, so today we have 10 assets at the time of the IPO. But again, this is not, we haven't reached the potential of where we believe we should be, and we found an amazing opportunity for us to continue growing our portfolio.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.